What is going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Blue, and today we're checking out a brand new train simulator called Train Planet, the ultimate train sim. Now that is a bold claim, the ultimate train sim. Now I hope it is. I actually do, but that's a bold claim. So we're here on the main menu. This is a early access. I think this might be a demo, but basically this is very incomplete. This is not done. This is very early stages. So we have to keep that in mind when we're judging what we like and dislike. We have to look at it more like, hey, what has potential, or hey, what needs to change? Because hopefully the developer is paying attention to, you know, the content they're seeing out there and the feedback they're getting. So on the main menu, we'll start from the top left. We got our ride here, which is the screen we're on. We have qualifications, which is pretty cool. I guess there's some sort of progression system where you can unlock different qualifications. I'm not sure what you can do with those qualifications. So there's different ones for electric locomotive, diesel locomotive, and there's a bunch more for multiple units. We'll go back to a ride, and down the bottom left here, it's kind of hard to see. It's kind of easy to miss. We'll click on service. And here is actually a pretty interesting thing. So there's brake pads that can be installed. There's transmissions, diesel engines, cooling. So there's some sort of way to service your trains. I'm not sure if there is some sort of wear and tear that's applied to the game, where over time you're gonna need to, you know, replace these things. You see there's money cost for each of these things, which brings me to the top right of the screen where we have 10 million in-game currency, which is, you know, I'm still interested. I like the idea that there's some sort of economy inside the game. Not many train sims have that. You're just kind of pointlessly driving from point A to B and not really trying to unlock anything, not earning any in-game currency. So I like the idea of that. That's something I've been actually asking for quite a while. On the top we have our pilot profile, which I don't think I can click on right now. And then here, obviously in the big middle, we have journey mode, scenario mode, and we have a couple locomotives we can play around with. We have the BR218 and the BR186. Now, I don't honestly know a whole lot about German locomotives, but what I do know is that so far everything in here is pretty much German routes, German locomotives. I don't know if they have plans to branch out to more parts of Europe or UK or the United States or any other, you know, area, but we have yet another German train sim. So all right, let's take a look at scenarios real quick. So you have a bunch of scenarios in here, and it shows you the difficulty here. Easy passenger timetable starts at 6:30 a.m. and there's gonna be 24-minute duration with 3 stops. I think it's very, very helpful information to have there. I also really do like that they have this map here to show you, you know, where the route's running. Now, as an American, this means nothing to me. It's zoomed in so far that I have no idea where this was. If I didn't already know this was in Germany, I wouldn't know that this was in Germany. But you know, is what it is. So you can also see at the very bottom of our screen we have rewards. So I guess you unlock different rewards as you run through the routes. You get, you know, 2,000 in-game currency for completing this route. You get 100 XP, and I guess you get another 3,000. I'm not sure what that means, but from what I understand, I think you have to hit buy. That's another confusing part, is you can't just hit drive. You have to hit buy, and you use your current bank account to basically go drive the train, which is weird. It's like I'm paying to drive it. I don't know. I don't understand. So that's what that is. So there's a bunch of scenarios in here, and it tells you kind of what's going on, various things. Again, all in Germany. We'll go over to ride again, and we'll then go to journey. I'm gonna select the BR186. And we'll go to journey and see what this is about. So journey mode, very similar looking to the scenario mode, just some different stuff. Got some different options here, and again on the right side it shows us what exactly we have going on. So since I'm new to the game, we're gonna go with the BR186 introduction for now, and which is only 27 minutes with 3 stops, and it's easy. So we'll hit buy on that. That will then, okay, so that 3,000 is what charges us. So it charged us 3,000. Then we're gonna be at a loss. I'm gonna earn 2,000, and you charge me 3,000. I'm out 1,000 credits. So I'm not sure what's up with that. So, all right, let's go ahead and jump in and see what this is all about. Okay, guys, we are in. I have to point this out. It did take me about 5 attempts just to get this far. I had done some tinkering in the settings and things, and I don't know, I guess the demo didn't like it, and so it kept crashing on me. So anyways, all I did, in case you have the same issue, is I changed nothing. I went into the main menu, I chose the pre-selected train and the pre-selected route on journey, and now we're here. So now we're in the BR 218 here sitting at the station. I'm not sure where we are. I think we're in Durin. So if you guys can confirm if this looks like Durin. I don't know if they've done the scenery yet, but first of all, I gotta say it actually doesn't look that bad. I saw some other YouTube videos and previews and screenshots, and I was like, man, that looks like crap. But to be honest, now looking at it on my own screen, on my own monitor, I'm running 4K on my own monitor, and it looks really good, actually. It's on par with the other, you know, graphically beautiful train sims like SimRail and Train Sim World. So like, really nice. We also have a nice little tutorial there on the bottom of our screen to kind of walk me through how to drive this train, because I have no idea. So we'll go ahead and start diesel, press and hold P for 1 second. All right, 1 Mississippi. She's starting up. Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool, actually. I love that. I've always complained that a lot of train sims don't ever let you start trains up. Like, they're always already on and ready to go. So I like that you actually have to start the train up, and hearing the sounds is pretty cool too. All right, so for left doors, press T. For right doors, press Y. So I believe the platform is on our right, so we'll press Y. That should open up the doors. I can't see them right now at the moment, but really nice that they have that tutorial down the bottom to help us out. So all right, so that's good. One thing I cannot ignore is this horrible UI. There is way too much going on here. I don't even know where to look. It's distracting. It's actually really killing the vibe in here. As I said, like, the graphics, I'm not sure if this is coming through to the video, but the graphics themselves of the train, of the scenery around the train and the environment is actually really good. It's actually really impressive. But what kills it is the UI is blocking all of it. And so we have our timetable on the top left, which is Durin to LIAN, whatever, Stolberg, all that. Stop at Durin with 100 meters. So we're going to close the doors on the right side. And we have our, I guess it looks like the entire route on the top of our screen with all the grades, which is actually pretty cool. That's helpful information. It even has the signals there as well, but it's more information than I think that I need right now. But I like the idea. Maybe it'd be kind of cool to be able to turn that on and off, to toggle it. It might be possible. I just don't know how to do it yet. And then on the top right, we have our signal information, speed limit, doors, more speed information, some thrust settings and brake pressures, and I don't even know what the thing is on the right. So yeah, way too much stuff. All right, so reverse or forward, press W. That's just like Train Sim World. That's perfect. Release from PZB start program, press PZB key end. So we'll do that. That's good. And then we can release our independent brakes. Okay, before we do that, I want to see the rest of this train. Let's go outside. Hit the C key, and we'll hit the arrows. There we go. Yep. Now we can move around. So now we can see what the environment, what the actual sim looks like. So, okay. All right. This looks pretty nice. This looks pretty nice. We got some 3D vegetation there. The tracks, the actual tracks themselves look really good. Look at that. Yeah, that looks really good, actually. That looks really good. Yeah, here's one of the detector thingies, the little magnets for the safety systems. I wonder if there's a way that I can slow down. You got the little wire right there, so definitely great detail there. Great detail there. Take a look at the actual locomotive. You see also the vegetation is actually kind of moving. I'm not sure if that's simulated to move with the wind or the weather settings, or if that's just a loop animation. I don't know. So you can see on the very front of the train there is a texture problem. That texture definitely looks wrong, but you can see all the modeling is there for the coupling and all that. The actual locomotive itself, oh man, you can get some nice little views here. Locomotive itself looks pretty solid. Looks pretty solid. You can, if you zoom nice and close, you can see it's not shiny and clean, and I like that personally. I do like that personally. You can kind of see there's a little bit of grime there. There's some wear and tear, some kind of a condensation there on the side of it. That's pretty nice. That's a big word for me, condensation. We got the little grill. So, we do have some low resolution textures on here as well. You actually see the lamp. Look at it. You can actually see the light bulb inside of the headlamp. It's literally a lamp. That's funny. Let's take a look down here at the actual trucks down here. That looks really good. That looks really detailed. That looks really detailed. Now I wonder if the brake pads move. I'm not sure where they are. Let's see if I release the brake. Anything animates. No, I don't see anything moving. So maybe I'm not looking in the right place. Maybe I'm not looking in the right place. I think the brake should be right here. Let's see. No, I don't see any brakes, any brake pads or anything. And so that might not be implemented yet. Again, this is, like, it's, remember, early access. That's something I definitely recommend they do. So yeah, but the actual 3D modeling and kind of the texture work down here looks really good to me. You can really see the kind of the dirty look at it, and it looks really photorealistic, honestly. So look at the passenger coach now. So you move to the back again. We have some texture problems with that main loco on the coupler, but I got all the hoses and things down here. We also have some, again, very photorealistic, good looking wheels down here. The trucks are looking really good. That looks really good. Very good detail here down on the bottom. I think if you work around these trains or you see these trains often, I hope it matches. Again, you can see the light bulb here. That's actually pretty funny. And can we see inside? Yeah, we can see inside. There is an interior passenger cabin, so that's nice, or coach. But it looks really good. I gotta say, I am personally impressed. I had very low expectations for this train sim based on just the screenshots that I saw on Steam. But I gotta say, it's looking pretty nice. You can get to see the reflection there of the red light on the window as well. So they definitely are doing their thing in that instant. The actual texturing on the station and whatnot looks good. We'll have to see it obviously at different times of day and if it interacts with rain and stuff like that. Let's see if we can go inside. Okay, yeah, we can. So here is the interior of the train, and there's no passengers in here at the moment. I don't think there's any like living world right now. There's no passengers, no cars or anything, but there is a setting in the main menu to turn that on. I have it turned off right now because that's one of the things that I was tinkering with earlier, and it might have been causing the game to crash, so I just left everything at its default setting. Over here we have a kind of a turntable. It's like more of like, looks more of a display, like there used to be, track that went here, and I just kind of left it there for nostalgia purposes. But pretty cool little scenery element there. That's pretty nice. But let's zoom out here on this entire station. It looks pretty good. Look at that. Look at the trash. Oh my god. Yes. Look at the trash on the track. They're yeah. Train, what's the name of this game? train, whatever. You guys are going in the right direction, scenery-wise. The scenery looks good. Scenery looks good. The world, it's good. You can definitely see there's definitely some pop-in right there of the foliage as you get closer, but I don't think there's a way to get away with that. There's also some the trees don't look too bad. Definitely 3D with 2D leaves. It shouldn't be too bad of a problem, so we get rolling. Station itself looks pretty solid. Let's take a look at the information boards. You can tell this is a static image because it's pixelated. So this is definitely not animated. It doesn't change over time, but maybe that's something else that they'll change later on. Speaking of changing over time, looks like that's also a static image, the actual clock. So a lot of the station elements are kind of static. So I don't know if that's something they're going to add in the future to have that actually, change with the timetable. We'll see. Again, early access. It's a demo. I think we're still a long ways away from this fully releasing. So anyways, that's kind of a look at the sim. Again, I'm impressed. Let's go ahead and drive this thing. Let's see how she drives, how she sounds. Let's hop back in the cab, hit the C key a few times, and we're in here. So go ahead and release our independent brakes. And it says control thrust with A and D, so we'll do just that. And you see, actually, if we look down, it kind of brightens, and now the outside is very saturated. There we go. When we zoom into the outside, we can now see the outside is now. Actually, you know what? That's actually a problem. I shouldn't have to zoom in all the way just to be able to see outside. So hopefully that fixes itself. We'll zoom in for now, I guess. So we go full throttle. Says the speed limit is 160. So I'm gonna try to do that. Here we are. It sounds pretty nice. Again, I don't live in Germany, never been on a German train, so I can't confirm that this is indeed what it sounds like, but I will say it does sound like I'm in a diesel locomotive train. There's some of the scenery there on our right. So we are 10 minutes late from just looking around. But I really want to take a quick look, man. Another cool thing here is the timetable display. I'm not sure how that works or if we can change it, if it follows us along our route. Oh, SIFA. There we go. It actually tells you on the HUD that SIFA's coming up. So we're full throttle, max thrust, doing, looks like 62 kilometers. So I think this is our speedometer right here. Oh, look at that, when you hover over it, it tells you your speed. That's actually kind of cool. I don't like how massive the pop-ups are when you hover over stuff. I do like that it does have a pop-up. I just don't like how big it is. It just the UI in general I just don't like. It's just too much going on. But scenery-wise, man, looking good. Loving the graffiti on these like sound barriers here. That looks really nice. It's running very smooth so far. Look at this structure here on this bridge. It's a pretty cool bridge. Very cool bridge. Let's see if we can go to the outside view while we're driving. That's very cool. So, you know, this is not particularly the type of train that I would personally, you know, drive. Oh, SIFA. Drive. But, you know, as a demo, you know, you get very little choices. So looking forward to the other trains that are advertised, like the ICE high-speed trains and some of the other faster trains and passenger trains. So looking forward to that. You can kind of look, you can see the trucks down there kind of vibrating with the track. It might be a little exaggerated right now, so they might want to tone that back because it looks a bit off, but it's still kind of cool. And for one of my favorite views, off the nose camera, I think this might be a better view so we can actually see the scenery and we can see the draw distance as well. And I'm seeing a little bit of pop in towards the middle of our screen there with some of the trees popping up. Definitely the grass is obviously popping in very soon. We are seeing a little bit of pop in of the shadow of the track here. As I zoom in though, that gets much farther. Look at that, you can zoom way in. That looks good. That actually looked good. Guys, we're pretty deep into this video, but I'm really just getting started. And I'm scenery wise, I mean, besides that, like the countryside, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I guess that's kind of how it is, right? It's just a lot of nothing out there, so that doesn't bother me too much. We do have some distant buildings, a few floating, actually a lot of floating, a whole floating town actually there on the left. So I gotta fix that. I like the trees. I like the foliage. I like the track. The track looks really good, high detail. The ballast seems to fade pretty well. To me, it seems like they're using a very similar technique to what Train Sim World uses. But it looks good. And I like also when I zoom all the way in that I can see really far. Like my draw distance goes way down the line. You zoom out, you maybe get a better sense of speed. So I'm still full throttle. This is about as fast as we can go right now, it seems. And we are, let's see, so we're obviously 10 minutes behind. I think we're about 3.5 kilometers away from our next stop. This is pretty cool. I gotta say, I was not a believer in this game. When I first saw the demo pop up, I almost didn't even record this video. I was like, I don't think this is gonna be worth my time. You know, I was like, oh, yet another German route. So that was kind of like a bummer for me for that. But also just, I didn't expect much from this. It popped up out of nowhere. Never heard of these developers. So, but it's this is gonna be, when they finish this, this is going to be a strong competitor to the other train simulators out there. And I'm talking about Train Sim World, I'm talking about SimRail. If they can continue to add on DLC, like you know, add on some you know, some UK trains, some maybe some American trains, they could definitely shake up the train sim space. But we'll see what their plans are in the future. Hopefully they maybe come out with a statement and kind of, you know, let us know, hey, what their plans are. Are they only going to dedicate themselves to only doing German trains? Because if they do that, to be honest, they're probably going to lose me. There's only so much German trains I can drive. I'm already German trained out from Train Sim World. Train Sim World is already basically a German train simulator at this point. But I know people are going to ask me, hey, what's better? Train Sim World, SimRail, or this? And when I look at the graphics, it's hard. They're all neck and neck. I wouldn't say that any of them are really better. Oh, we're supposed to stop here? No, we're not stopping here. We're passing through. Okay. We're passing through. I'm like, we're supposed to stop here? But yeah, I don't think any of them have really an edge over the other. I think they're all equal when it comes to graphics. They look different. The graphics have been done differently, but I wouldn't say that one has better graphics than the other. It may come down to preference too. Some people may just prefer the way that this looks versus Train Sim World versus SimRail. Because I think SimRail looks great. I think Train Sim World looks great. I think that this is much smoother. As you can see, I've only had a few stutters here and there, and this is still in early access. This game's not even done. This game is not even done, and in my opinion, it's smoother than Train Sim World. SimRail though is the smoothest of them all, from what I've seen. So, but I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this so far. Yeah. Another thing that I really like as well that I noticed is, we'll go back and see on the inside here. Another thing that I noticed that I really like is when you know, press the wrong keys, like if you get stuck, like if you get the brakes stuck, if you get in some kind of emergency stop, there's actually a, like, text will pop up and walk you through how to operate the train correctly. So if you kind of, you know, go astray, you've done the wrong thing, it'll actually pop up and tell you, hey, release your brakes fully and then wait a few seconds to apply the throttle. So that's really helpful. I think it'd be really good. I mean, again, I'm coming into this, I've never driven this train before. I've never even heard of this train before. I haven't driven it on any other train sim, so I'm getting in here basically as a noob to this type of train, and I'm able to get it up and going and start it. So that means this is going to be very user-friendly for the new player who wants to get into driving German trains or just into train sim, which is good. So it not only tells you what to do, but it also tells you what keys to press in order to do that thing that it's telling you to do. All right, we're going to attempt to slow down. We'll go ahead and release our throttle here, bring our throttle back. It says we're supposed to stop at Eschweiler within 100 meters, and we're coming up on that in 1 kilometer. So we are going to slow down here and try to attempt to stop. I've never stopped this train before. Hopefully we can get it stopped in time. I'm applying brakes now. I exceeded speed limit. Apply brakes. Yeah, I got you. I'm trying. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. I am working on that. All right, we're hard on the brakes. And there's our stop up there. Here comes our CIFA alert. One thing that's interesting is I have to keep, like, pressing the train brake. I have to keep, like, tapping it in order to get it to stop. I think this is our stop right here. We are rolling in. Oh, a little short, but I think we'll take that as our first stop. And that should be good. We should now open up our doors on the right, which I think is the Y key. There it is. Doors are open. When finished, we'll press Y again. There's no sound for the doors yet. So, okay, so there's a countdown there on the left of the screen. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I couldn't see it a second ago. That lets you know when boarding is actually complete. It's hard to see again. This UI is not very good. I think the person who made this UI had to be blind, because everything is massive and just in the way. All right, we are rolling out of here. We'll start applying throttle. We have a green light up ahead. But yeah, look at that. Like, look how all the kind of debris and trash, and you notice it more around the train stations, but it just adds so much to the scenery. Like, it really looks good. It really does. And look at this tunnel coming up. This, in some instances, this looks like a picture. I'm not even lying to you. Not even lying to you. This looks nice. All right, next stop is going to be Stolberg, which I think is the final stop along this particular timetable scenario. And we'll try to get there and get us a nice clean stop. Let's see if there's any kind of like breakout effects here as we roll through the tunnel. If it gets any darker or lighter. It doesn't really seem to do so. No, not really. That didn't really need to in that case, though. So we're coming over, oh wow, look at this massive freight yard here. Well, I shouldn't say massive, but it's a large-ish freight yard. This is a good look at some of the freight wagons here. You got some empty, looks like open hoppers. You got some tank cars, some boxes over there on the flatbeds, a logging. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh shoot, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, stop, stop. Is there an emergency brake in this thing? I need it right now. Oh boy. Okay, thankfully the signal's not red at the end. We might have to back in. We definitely blew that. Definitely blew it. Yep, completely missed the platform. Well, I guess I had to do it once, right? I had to do it once. I'm not sure if we're close enough. We're definitely not close enough. Let's go ahead and go into reverse. All right, we're backing on up now after we missed the station. Shame, shame. Not sure if you guys noticed on the top left of the screen where it says 484. That's, I guess, the experience we've gained or something, and you'll see it pop up with like points for soft brake application, or you know, stopping at the station, or being on time or being late. All right, let's go and hop on the brakes again here, because we are now at the station. Sweet, there it is. We made it. Let's go to open up the other side. I think it was it T and Y? Yeah, T. Open the doors up there. And there it is. We made it, guys. What do you guys think? I'm curious. You know, what's your thoughts? Definitely drop that in the chat. Have you tried the demo? This demo is public, by the way. If you didn't know that, I'm sorry I haven't announced it. This demo is public. So if you want to go and try it out for yourself and see how it operates on your system, definitely do so. Yeah, I mean, I'm personally, at least on my machine, I haven't had any performance problems besides the crashing getting into the game to begin with. There it is. I guess we completed it, and it's going to kick us out. We succeeded. We've completed. We got a lot of penalties, but who cares? But we also got a lot of bonuses, and we also got some extra cash. So that's pretty nice. It took us about 28 minutes to do a 20... what was it? I think it's supposed to be like 25-minute service, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Man, pretty good. Pretty good. I gotta say, pretty good. Definitely worth a try. It's free. The demo is completely free, so it doesn't cost you anything. Give it a try, and let me know what you think about it. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on this space and see how they progress on this project. But guys, thank you so much for riding along with me. Until next time, remember you have 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. I'll see you guys next time. Next video. We out, baby.